the autumn racing season comes to an end, daylight begins to dwindle and temperatures plummet, spelling trouble for rowers throughout the northern hemisphere. Naturally, we're forced inside to train for the following months, allowing a good amount of time to boost one's athleticism. But there's one problem: plateauing. No matter how hard you try, it seems like you're getting nowhere and progress slows. For the sake of counteracting this effect, I've reached out to a few people to understand how to overcome the dreaded plateau. So, how do you get over plateaus like in cross country and things like that?
I would say getting over a plateau is not something you can just do overnight. It's really good to go home, stretch it out, especially where you're hurting the most. Keep doing what you're doing. It's important that you don't deviate off your path way too much.
So, Tyler, it's not Tyler, is it?
Getting over a plateau just takes a lot of patience, keeping at it, making sure you're taking care of your body, getting good sleep, and taking your time with it, and that's how we get over a plateau.
From a tennis perspective, you can really plateau easily when it comes to your serving. For me, my best strategy is just to take it slow and get caught in the moment of trying to serve really quickly. So you need to go back to the fundamentals and the basics of what you're doing to really, get over that hurdle.
My fellow Salesians gave me some helpful advice, but I wanted some professional input, so I went to someone I knew I could trust.
Plateauing, I think it's when you become stale, or let's say that you've reached your potential. You can only be at your optimal level for so long. It's very difficult to sustain that high peak level for any given level of time. You reach a peak level, then you plateau, and then you have to go through a rest period. Then your rest period might only bring you down to here, and then next time you break that cycle. Also, it has a lot to do with you growing, the hormones changing in your body.
It all begins with this little fella, the pituitary gland. He may be little, but he has big plans.
Alright, thank you. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Undoubtedly, Doc Joe gave some good advice, but I'd be remiss in leaving out what my coach has to say.
I think one really good way to overcome a plateau would be, finding some sort of inner motivation. Every time they walk into their facility, whatever sport that may be, if they understand, why they're coming in every day. Another way I think would be, finding new variations of training. If they're lifting a lot and they're finding a plateau, trying incorporating some core, some yoga, some other forms of training, a part of their warm up or cool down or just everyday life process.
Alright, thank you. That's good.
No problem.
It turns out I actually learned a lot more from this undertaking than I thought I would. Overall, a plateau is natural, and so I have to be patient with myself. For so long I've been trying to sustain a moment of peak performance, but I've just got to ride it out, rest, go back to the basics, and then come back stronger. Most of this can be applied to life in general. If you want to be a better person, the first step is patience, then challenging yourself in new, constructive ways. I hope that helps. Thank you.
Are we on camera now? Hi, Mom. I love you too, Dad.